Hi, I'm Melanie from Within Her Light. How are you? I'm not actually here with a reading today. I don't want my channel to only be about readings, although I love them and there will be plenty of them. But I also want to discuss spiritual topics in general. I have so many ideas in mind, but I also would love your ideas too. So if there's something you want me to discuss or delve into, by all means, put it in the um, comments. But in the future, I intend to cover topics such as reincarnation and soul age, dream interpretation, manifesting. Um, oh, the list is actually on, it's going to be endless. But your ideas and input for that will absolutely be welcome. Be welcome. But today, I actually want to talk about spells. Um, is the word witchcraft? No, it can be. It's part of it, but it's actually spells. And this is going to be triggering. Um, Triggering for my fellow readers, my fellow psychic intuitives, and triggering for a lot of people watching this, especially when I say that these spells are not going to work and they cannot work. Um, and some of us are in a place to where that's it, you're done with me and you have to stop the video. Come back to it in the future. Um, and it's okay. It's okay if you want to scroll on by. I'm good with it. This is timeless. It's not meant, it's timeless. It's meant to find you when it finds you. And, and if it's not meant for you, it's okay. But anyway, let's not keep yakking on about that. Um, I do not believe that spell work is the way to go. Spells do not work. And I'm talking about you could buy them online. You could buy spells online, or you could buy the services of others to perform a spell for you. A typical example would be you want to magnetize your ex-lover to come back into your life. That's a common one. And the reason why it's not going to work, it's simple. It's free will. We all have free will. It's our divine right. It's why we are here on earth. So that's why a spell to try and make someone change their mind or to turn their focus towards you even can't work, because it's messing with that. It's messing with our free will. But that's okay. There's a very beautiful reason behind that. But secondly, do we really want to do we really want to magnetize someone in who we kind of energetically coerce them to? Or do you want them to come towards you because that's just genuinely what they want to do from their hearts? So, as much as it might hurt, and a lot of you could be in a hurt place with this right now, deep down, I think, I know what it is you would rather happen. So, the reason why we buy spells is because we are looping and we are, we're stuck on someone. I'm not a guru here. I made the mistake back in the 90s. In the 90s, I bought spells. It didn't work. Deep down, deep down somewhere inside me, I knew that it wouldn't work. But I suppose my brain and ego level was so desperate and wanted to try anything. And so it did, you know. So I would say that the only time that spell would work for someone, actually that's wrong, a spell's not going to work. But if, for example, you purchased a spell or you purchased the services of someone, and your ex, for example, did come back, then it wasn't to do with the spell. It was something that was meant to be anyway, and and it would be the result of something you did, perhaps self-healing, um, more than likely healing the relationship in general, whether that was work on your own or with the other individual. Somehow, some way, it was meant to be as part of your life's path, but it wasn't because you bought a spell online, I'm sorry to say. Um, but the beautiful reason behind that, as I touched on before, is because it's not in the big picture of your beautiful path. For example, if part of your life purpose, and we all have many life purposes, is, you want to get married and have kids and have a family. If it's your purpose, it is destined to be. You want it, and it's part of who you are. It's part of the fabric of why you're here on earth. So, the experience you've had with your ex is meant to be in a separate chapter in the past, so that this person can come in towards you. And that's a promise. The person that you're hurting for may very well not be the, your long-term spouse. So, like me, like I just mentioned, I tried to manifest someone in the 90s. In hindsight, thank God it didn't work out. I would never have met my husband. I would never have had my daughter. There's a whole host of things that would never have happened. It doesn't bear thinking about. That person was just not meant to be. So just know, if you are going through a tough time now and you're hurting, then something beautiful is going to emerge. Something beautiful is due to emerge in divine timing. Of course, I cannot tell you the when, but it is there for you. Likewise, if it's not necessarily, an ex you're trying to bring back in, but you want to meet someone new, you're waiting for Mr. or Mrs. Right, they will come through to you. At some point, it is part of your path. So you don't have to be going to all this extra mental effort doing spell work. That's important. You do not have to go to this extra effort of doing spell work. And you certainly do not have to be paying for services. The same with cord cutting. You could buy services to cut cords to try and get over an ex. Again, this is inner work that you have to do on your own through healing and time. Time heals, but it's your healing. It's not from the services of another. So you can see why this is triggering to my fellow intuitives. The last thing I ever want to do is put down the competition. That's not what I'm here to do. In fact, I am definitely guided to say that you will be drawn to the reader that's right for you. And it may very well not be me or someone that has my style. It may be someone completely different. You do have to go by your beliefs. You do have to use your own discernment. Again, it's the free will. But I don't think I would be doing a justice to my community if I didn't bring this up, because it's important to me to say that. So, again, I would never want to put down, I'm not trying to be competitive, and I'm certainly not trying to stop someone's business. But that said, I really, really want you to just bear this in mind. I know it's very counterintuitive, but I think there's a lot of it going on. I think it comes from a lot of, that place of when you're desperate and you'll do anything. I would love for you to save your pennies. I really would. So that's just my 2 cents. Pardon the pun, I said save pennies. All right, that means it's time to leave this here. So this was the first of, I hope, many spiritual discussions that are not just readings. As much as I love doing readings, I don't want to just say just readings. There's going to be plenty of those. So I'm a growing channel, so your support will mean the world to me. Please like and subscribe and, hit the notification bell. See what's new. I have a Facebook page. If there'll be a link to that below. It's for now a public space. You could see it as a newsletter, see what's going on. Lots of inspiration. If you are interested in a private reading, I do those through the Etsy store. There'll be a link to that Etsy shop in the description too. And that's it. This was a great discussion, and I would love to know your thoughts. Not everyone's going to agree with me, so be nice. But it's a democracy, so go ahead and comment, and who knows, perhaps another video. Maybe I'll make another video in the future as an extension to this. So with that, I wish you a great rest of your day and rest of your week, and all my best. Take care. Bye-bye.